Hey guys, I'm back again doing the next part 2 for the what's it called, the wildflowers prompt. What I did here, some of you guys probably saw this picture on the Facebook page. I actually got some watercolor. This is what it looks like on the other side. I just get some paper towel and I put it underneath it, and then I just get watercolor because I find watercolor is easier to sew through. Like if you get acrylic, it's a bit, can get a bit gluggy. So water still gives you the color. So I'm just going to quickly show you. I've done most of it. I've done that and I've done stitching, and I'll show you how easy it is just to do that little bit of stitching. So I'll zoom it in. What you do is it's just a running stitch. Then I'm going to do, and I've got it doing it with wool because I want a little bit of texture, so just do a running stitch sort of like on the top, and then sort of want it a little bit uneven, so you come back on the bottom and we go about halfway through. I'll do most of it and then stop near the bottom. I probably don't go too far across, so just come here, because we are going to continue this pathway onto the next part. So I might just go all the way around. It's going to meander around. I got the darker colour. I might even fill in a few more pieces because it seems, and maybe just come back with this lighter colour and maybe highlight a bit here and there, probably in here. I've got the purples because I'm gonna, like we say, we've got lemons, make lemonade. So we're just gonna have some purple flowers in the walkway. I love that colour. And so we've got just a batch of little purple wildflowers going along that bit of path. So hopefully I'm still in. Yep. Might just do a few more, so it's pretty easy. Sometimes I'll do a bigger one, and then I might just do a little one. So it's a running stitch. That's how you get that effect. And then you sort of go up on the bottom and maybe come across into the middle of that one through here, and then halfway. Might do a couple more. Might do 2 more rows and we'll finish this piece off. And then I'll proceed to do some of the little lavender, or maybe morning glory. That can be purple, and that's almost like a weed. So okay, I might even do 4 along this part. Tiny little one at the end. Go over the path a bit, so it's all good. These are supposed to represent maybe little rocks, or just bits and pieces in the pathway. Okay, so I might leave it there, and then we can continue. I might just go along here. Might do another one a bit later once I'm done. Maybe one more, because then that's going to go over the next part. Okay, so I've got a few bits and pieces out, and I do like using wool. I've just gotten pins to pin this part down, so that's going to be for the next prompt. I've gotten out, I want to get out this thing. I want to do a few bits of pieces there, so we'll come back to that. But so I just want to sort of outline this a little bit, just so I know where I'm going. I really like these, so I might just do the same. Work with what you've got. There we go. Have one with a double sticking out. There we go. Now, looks like it's got the leaf happening there, so I'll continue those. Need a leaf, maybe do another one there and there. Okay, now I'll probably do a few little bits and pieces here. I've got this wool, which I wouldn't mind. See, this is perfect shape. And then going down there. Probably do a cluster of flowers, if you know what I mean. That would work. And you know, they're wildflowers, so they don't need to really look like anything. Once again, work with what you've got. Work it in. Flowers coming out behind the other ones. There we go. Like that. I wonder if I can make these into bluebells. I sort of really want to do, you know, a sort of cluster of bits and pieces. And these I'll probably just do some greenery around it. That's fairly close to the edge, so I won't do too much. Here's just some leaves. Some, like a bush. Okay. Another one here. Okay, and then maybe do another globby little patch of flowers. I think that'll probably work too. Work with what you've got. It's such a pretty little thing. Like fabric, and then this one maybe I can just do little crosses in the middle. Across there. There's some more little flowers here. Just, I wouldn't mind doing just, you know, like some of these type of flowers. Little bits and pieces on the top there. Aren't these gorgeous? See these? I can utilise them. They'll be little round bits, and having stems coming through. really sweet. And maybe doing the same with those. Three. And a couple of stems. So hopefully that's in. I'll zoom it in, you can see what I've sort of done. I wouldn't mind doing, I think some bluebells might be nice with that, or just another bunch of these. I think here I'd like to do another lot of that. So just going to, wildflowers are sort of like flowers everywhere, and this one here I might do an uneven amount of these. Come back down. So there's 3 of them, and we're going to do something here. How do you do the bluebells? Just maybe, you know, do a few, just getting in that, utilising that colour, because the colour's there, so I might as well grab it. Okay, we are going to get some stems happening. Well, they're sort of bluebells, aren't they? Have another stem coming through here, and then maybe another one here. There we go. And just, you know. Okay, I think this one needs to come out, and then here I might just do some stuff along the pathway. Like I want to do the stuff here, and then maybe highlight some of these, do more bushes. Okay, so I like that idea. I think that looks good. So what we're going to do, I've got this. So I'm going to, I think, do they come off? No. Okay. And there's 2 in them. This is the that nice wool that I got. It's an Australian wool. Was it the gumnut yarns? So I've got a mixture of gumnut yarns and some Appleton wools, mostly Appleton, because I've been able to snag the Appleton fairly cheaply, which is good. So okay, now hopefully, just checking. Yep, I want to be in camera. So what we're going to do here, gee, oh, it sounds like a, can you hear that banging? That's someone driving past in a truck or whatever it is with thumping music. Okay, I might just do because it's wool, you won't need much. I'm just going to do, here we go. Oh, so pretty. just a colonial knot. Now this is going to be, you know, fairly big work in progress, but we got a bit of time to do it in between. It's going to get harder and harder the more I've got, you know, flopping around on the top. And it's one of these ones because it's on a you know, on a big long piece. You can sort of come back to it once everything is all done, and we'll finish it off. Now I want to leave room because I want to put a few highlights, so I like to leave room for a few highlights. They're just random flowers, and it sort of softens it a bit along the pathway. Really do love working with this wool. It gives a really nice thick texture, and you don't have to do too much to get that. It's pretty. Okay. Now, I've been liking what I've been seeing so far on the Facebook page. So many different ideas. That's what I love about doing this. The prompts are, you know, they're the same, but everybody interprets it differently, which is so good. And you get, you know, some may not look. I love that English style kind of garden. Other people might like a, you know, a more native style, or, you know, really bright colours. So yeah, I think it's going to look beautiful, everybody's piece that they're doing. Okay, maybe a couple more, and then we might come back in with some of the highlight colours. I probably don't need that for this. I only need that when something's really tough to get through. Okay, bring it back up. And maybe one more there. So what I'm going to do is I'll finish that off, and I'll get that ready for the other side. Oh, bango. Rather than finishing it off, I could probably just go across the path. What do you think, eh? And start on the other side. Have it at least, where are we? There. Have it coming out there. So I'll just finish that off like that for a bit, get it out of the way. This is what you do when you're filming, because I don't want that to get caught. So I'd like to see what it looks like with a bit of highlights. I think this might be the gum nut yarns one. I specifically got these colours because I'm going to be using these colours when we do ribbon embroidery. We're also doing, it's mainly ribbon embroidery, but we're doing re-embroidery, which is getting yourself a piece of beautiful fabric, and then, like what we're doing here basically, is utilising the actual pieces. And Sarah does a fair bit of it, both the girls do really, but I thought we've already done enough of that. It wasn't another technique, but so I thought I'll do mainly the ribbon embroidery, and then in between the ribbon embroidery we're going to be doing other bits and pieces. That's for my vintage sewing techniques, if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Now, okay, I'm just going to maybe just one up here. I might just do one French knot. We just sort of want it to be a little bit subtle in between. Yeah, probably a bit too subtle. There we go. Might fit in there. Maybe I will do a normal one. Yeah, that's a bit better. One over in the corner there. Sort of maybe where the sun's catching it a little bit lighter. I'll bring it up in a minute once I've done a few. You just got to look at, you know, things look nice when you look at nature and you, because I'm an artist, you sort of try and think, well, the sun's reflecting this way and there, and you want it to look, you know, like that's how you get your idea of how things are going to look, you know, with the sun reflecting one way and the different colours that are working together. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hope I'm making sense. I'm rambling away. Now, I think I did something similar to this when I did my this little cottage that I did a while back when we did the first one, Journal of Stitchery, and I loved it that much that I made myself another one, and I did a pathway, and along the pathway there was all these lavender. Actually, I might go and grab it. It's always good to show. Here we go, back again. Yeah, I did this, and see how I did like the dark and then I did light on that side, because that's the way, see, that's the sun, so the sun was reflecting. See, that would have been a really good one to put on the top there. So still got some of these patterns. So then I also did just a couple of little tiny little straight stitches in between in the green. So, you know, I could probably continue along here and maybe do a few more little green parts, but well, you could really go to town. But yeah, I love that. That's sort of the idea. So if you like this idea and you want to do it, I've got the pattern and kits to this. So here we go. Can you see? Seems it's a lot darker that you're seeing it than it is in real life. I'm probably going to have to get some of this lighter stuff to lighten that up a bit. Oh, it's so cute. It's going to look gorgeous. I mean, it's a little bit out of scale, but that doesn't matter. The further down you go, the bigger things can be. So that's going to be gorgeous. Okay, continue sewing. And where are we? I might I'll do a couple more, just one more here, and then I'll finish that off. That's a bit, this is a little bit more random than what I did on the other house that I just showed you. So now I'll finish that off. I could probably scooch it across too, but I think I need to finish it off. Love this wool, just so nice to sew with. Okay. And we'll tuck it in underneath so it ain't going anywhere. Okay. So I'll put that over there. And with these, you get 2 strips. So I'll just wrap that around. Just get it out of the way because I probably will need more in a minute. I don't think I'm going to need more of this. I think I got a bit that was a bit too big, but I could probably use this near the bluebell flowers, I think. Or up here, balance it out a bit. Okay, so a bit sticking out everywhere. Where's my needle? I was thinking of doing, I quite like this. I like this in that darker colour. Actually, I thought I was going to give you a bit of an idea to show you how you can lighten up this little area here. I will do a little more in random bits because it is very dark. Maybe it's a big puddle. Okay, we'll get a light one here. Maybe a little bit of light in here. I'll lighten it up a bit. It's so jolly dark. Maybe here. Oh yeah, I know why, because in the middle here is where the centre of that flower was, which has had what, a little bit of black over it, so we'll put a double bit on there. Okay, go back, just put a bit of a light thing in there, maybe over the top there, one big one there. Just lightened it up a little bit. I think it needs something just here. Things always look different in real life than they do on camera. So, do something here, lighten it up. Maybe do a few light spots here and there across the yard. Not the yard, the pathway. Here we go. A bit there, a bit here. To use up some of this, I might go back and do one here too. Gives it a real pebbly look actually, which is what I was after. A lot of work, but something's worth doing. It's worth doing well, isn't it? Okay, we'll go back up a little bit. Okay. Oh, I hope I was in camera then. Maybe here. There's a bit of a dark patchy thing there. Okay, so what we're going to do once again, I'll come back to that because I want to get started on some of these. So what I want to do around here, this is, I'll just get a stem. It's a darker colour, so this is sort of like a blacky brown. I'll see how I go. I'll find whether I keep it that colour or if I think this is too dark. We'll have a look. Got to work with what you've got. Okay. Now, first we'll do, actually, we'll start it there. There we go. And I'll come back. So I'm going to do just a stem stitch going around. think that will look okay. And I'm not going to go all the way around the flower like the leaves. I'm just going to maybe put a straight stitch in the middle, but I might go around. No, probably won't go around that one. I will have to for these because I've got to create the leaves and haven't quite got as much in that. And this is holding the fabric down too. So I go all the way down to the bottom. It's coming through, yep. So when I get to here, just go down, and then I'm just going to do maybe a teeny tiny running stitch, because it's a bit of a longer leaf along there, and then just maybe one stitch here. You guys may not be able to see it, but I can, especially in the dark ones. This one probably won't be able to see it. Oop. Okay, go across. So this is just working with what you've got and creating. I just happen to have this really awesome fabric that looked like wildflowers. So here it's got, so the smaller things. So I'm just going to do a backing stitch going to these, and contemplating whether I just do, I might just do 1, 2, 3, a big like knot in the middle, but you still see the colour, the sort of the blacky bluey colour. So you've got that, gives you that 3D effect. Ooh, there we go. Go across. 1, 2, 3. Nice big whopper, because it's a big one. So we'll need a fairly big one there, and this one I might just get it a small. I don't get it small, just a one. One. There we go. I can hear something out there. Okay. So go across to this. Get as much out of it as you can. And I may get the stem, but that's probably it. And then I've got to get some more thread, and there we go. Now I'll bring it up and show you, because it is very hard for you to see. Ooh. See what I've done there. Always when you turn it over, you'll see what you've done. So I'll just do a little bit more of this in the background, and you may see the finished part of the flowers in the thumbnail, and I'll probably take a photo and put it on Facebook as well. Okay, where are we? Bit of a look. There you go. Gives you that. It's really hard to see, but it does give you that bit of texture. I love that. I think that it's going to look really good. So I've got my work cut out for me. I'll just zoom out. But I do love how that's going to look. It's going to be really pretty. So on here I've just got the outline, so I'm probably just going to do a with the pink, either this color pink or this pink, maybe even that pink. I might just do a back stitch around that, back stitch around those, stem stitch when there's any leaves. I'll just do I might just do stem stitches here, and then maybe a couple of lazy daisies in to do the leaves. Yeah, so stem stitch, and I'll probably just go around them because the colours are already there with the bluebells. And then same with this, I'll probably do thinking, do I go lighter or do I go darker so you actually see it? We'll have a look. So I am happy with that. That looks rather gorgeous. It's going to be really pretty. Okay guys, thank you very much, and I will catch you, what's today, Saturday, so the next Tuesday for the next installment of my vintage sewing techniques. Thanks for watching. Bye.